What's up, guys? Welcome to Resurrected Motorsports, and in today's video we are attacking the VagabondVault together. Stay tuned for that.
I think he pretty much said it all. Check it out. Look at this. So I'm out here cutting the metal on the camper, and my little buddy, you're going to have aluminum all over your feet. You need to dust them off before you go inside. My little buddy brought me this sandwich. He's been learning how to cook, or not learning how to cook, he's pretty much got it mastered, but oh man, a piece of sausage, an egg, 2 pieces of cheese on toast. Yes, thank you. You gotta come out here and help me work again in a minute. Okay. Remember, brush your feet off or you're gonna have aluminum shards in them. Like with your hand, sit down and brush them off. It is a strange, crazy world that we're living in right now, I can tell you that. Until the last time I was in here, it was raining. People, we are in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, that's just a weird sentence. I just scared Jack. It's not something. It's not something you hear about every day. Pandemic. I mean, you might hear it, but it never really sinks in at home. So we are going to pick up the metal for the camper, the Gladiator camper. It is cut. Everything is good to go. We're excited about that. What are you doing, bub? Are you needing me for anything? Okay, love you guys. Bye. We're in the tow pig right now. 24 valve Cummins 06 3500 dually flatbed workhorse war pig tow pig. Okay, there's actually a line of people to pick up stuff at Home Depot. I may have to do this part later. This is ridiculous. So we're in Tulsa, and I always drive with my windows down. I don't even know if you can hear this, but I was enjoying this nice breeze, and I look over, there's traffic and other people with their windows down, and I thought, man, if one of them sneezed or something, I'm sure they could blow in here. So yeah, we've gotten to this point. How about that? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna ride. Had a little 2x4 underneath him. Don't be on your phone and drive, it's dumb. I have to turn the GoPro off. I'm coming to a stoplight. So this part sucks. I think they cut, so that's an access hole actually. And I think they cut pieces thinking it was drop out of what went in there. So I'm gonna need 2 pieces that shape now. And this is what a car looks like. It's in my way. Don't have a trunk in it, on it. Before I pull it out, I gotta put a trunk on it. So we're gonna do that first. So far, we've got, me and Jack's got that tacked up. I may have did that last night, but we got the floor tacked in. We've got that wall tacked up over there. We've got the first tacks on this wall, and now we're fixing to take off and go through and tack it up all the way down here. So it's coming along. It's fun. Jack's having fun running the pedal. So this is our setup. I'll be on the torch welding.
I'm just hoping his spark doesn't fly into my mouth and kill me.
Jack stands on the pedal when I'm up inside the camper. And that's how we turn the torch on and change the heat. We'll give you an example. I'll go ahead and make a tack and we'll film some here. time lapse on 2 days in a row, all night. Today I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna try to get the roof on. The roof is gonna be the hardest part without any dedicated helpers, because I don't think my wife or my kid, either one, is strong enough to stay like bent over holding that aluminum sheet above their head while I tack it into place. So what I'm thinking about doing is I've got some 80/20 slots that I'm going to use to attach stuff on the inside, and it's actually going to carry all the weight for the roof rack. So I'm thinking about going ahead and installing them, because I've got all the pieces on I need to get the angle for them, so that I can go straight across. I've got to cut them and miter them. And then after I get that in, I'll be able to slide this thing out and start welding the whole thing up. So right now, can I touch the screen? Yeah. We've got both sides, the front, the back, and it is slid all the way up now. So that's how much room you have. I think the hard top actually comes back maybe a little bit more than the soft top, but I wanted to leave plenty of room because I know the bed does flex a little bit off-road, and I didn't know when I got a hard top how much further back it may come, and I didn't want any interference problems. But you can see all my crappy looking tacks. I got a little overboard on how many tacks I put on this thing, but I wanted to be strong enough that I can start handling it to weld it out. And also when I weld it out, I have no idea if this aluminum is going to try to warp. The test piece I did for 1/8 inch did not really warp up on me any. It's right here. So I just took 2 strips. This bottom one wasn't on there, but I took 2 strips of 1/8 inch flat bar and welded those together, and it actually didn't warp at all. So this is the inside of the camper right now. There's actually enough room for me and Jack to sleep down here. It'd be a little crowded, but it would work. But my idea is to have a fold down cot right here that'll be supported partially by this. It'll come out and it'll have legs that go kick down into the corner. Probably have a receptacle where I can pin it in. Then when I'm not using it, it can fold up, and it would cover that window when it's folded up, but that's not that big a deal. And then alternatively, thought about doing one on both sides and leaving the floor open, maybe just having some extra storage down there. But we haven't finalized the interior design yet. But man, I'm just loving the way it's coming out. It looks really killer. Okay, so I'm back pretty quick, like 30 seconds later. So I've been thinking I've got to cut the 80/20. So it's going to run right up here, and it's going to hit this angle, and it's going to come over, and then it's going to come across. And like I said, it's going to, oh, you couldn't see any of that. It's going to hit that angle, then go up and hit that angle and come across and do the same thing on the other side. So I've been thinking, I don't have an actual like angle finder tool that I know they make a little slide that runs back and forth, and then you tie it in a wing nut and you've got a perfect angle. I don't actually have one of those. I should probably get one, but I was thinking, how am I going to measure that without doing it 30 times? You know, getting a piece of cardboard and cutting it and seeing how close I am and then modifying and cutting. And then I remembered that I have the template from the cardboard right here. And so that angle right here on this side, which was the back wall, is a perfect template for what I need to do. So how about that? Like, I've even got the length from here to here on it, because that's the base length for the vertical supports. Pretty cool. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so I got the window in. I had to test fit it to make sure. If you can see the 80/20 bar back there, that's the trim ring. Once I've got the insulation in here, it'll be as thick, the wall and the insulation, that will trim the window. So if you can see up in that very corner right there, I had to make sure I still had 3 inches to be able to run that 80/20 up and across, because like I said, that's going to carry the load for the roof rack that we put on here at the front and the back of the panel. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough room. So I went ahead and temporarily mounted the window. So having done that, I'll show you all the features. So one click is just a little bit of ventilation. The next click, you got more. Third click's wide open. And then to get it to go back down, it goes like that. And you can't see it right now because I don't have it open, but yeah, you can. So it's got a thermal window and like a blackout shade. And then it's got You're not supposed to open it from the side, but it's got... Sorry, window. At least it fell face up so that it didn't scratch it all up. Anyways, that's what it looks like behind the trim ring. So, follow me out here. I'll show you what we're fixing to do. Oh, we've got the table saw set up with the aluminum blade on it. So this blade is specifically designed for high-speed table saw and to cut aluminum and metal, light metal. So you cannot just throw a metal blade on there that's used for a regular chop saw style saw. I did not know that, but they are lower RPM, and if you throw one on a high-speed table saw or chop saw, you will have a chance of exploding the blade and killing yourself. So don't do that. Buy a special high-speed metal blade, and then you should be okay. We hope. That's what we're going with anyways. Okay, we're gonna try to do everything safe. So ears and eyes always. Wow, that blade was worth every bit of 40 bucks. Did you see that? Like, there was no resistance. None. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, and that is as smooth and clean. Good night, that was awesome. Be 23 inches. We might have to miter this still. Ooh, 23 on the dot. We may still have to miter this to meet the next piece, but let's go look in the camper. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. All right, so we're wanting it to fit. God, you can't even tell where anything is in this aluminum. Right here. It's actually going to fit over here. That's where it's designed to go. Oh man, perfect. So we're gonna miter this corner to meet another piece right there. But we'll do that next, but 23 looks good. Okay, now we're gonna try to miter. I think I measured the angle. I did have one of them things, but it's not the kind that I needed that was flat. But we're gonna try our first angle cut. Stick around for that. Okay, I got aluminum all over me. Let's go see if this angle fits. Moment of truth. It is really close. We need to take a hair more off of the back side. What I didn't think about was that those aren't going to be the same thickness. So I may have to split the angle 45. It's about 45 degrees, really close, 43. It may actually be 45 because that looks a little shallow. So at 45, if I did half of that, they should be the same size, right? Shouldn't they? We'll have to see. Unfortunately, when I made that miter, oh, perfect. So now we know that angle, and this should share that same angle. So we're gonna try that too. But that is looking good right there. Okay, are y'all there? The magic angle is 22.5 degrees. You start down here with flat 90, come up 22.5 to a 22.5. Ooh, 22.5 to 22.5. Perfectly level for the cross. So, I guess the math does work out, because you do the 22.5 and 22.5 is 45. And then 45 and a 45 is a 90, and we're going from straight to flat, which is 90. You're just splitting it 4 times. Oh man, I'm excited. That came out. Okay, we're gonna fit this all up and see how it fits. I wish there was a place I could put y'all. Hang on, maybe there is. This is funny. I looked all over for 2 things earlier. That and that. Now I know where they are.
Wow. This is
pretty much tacked together except for the box on the bottom.
This is the VagabondVault, people. Look at this thing. Do you know how long this took?
2 days.
2 days. After this, we'll weld everything together and stuff. But then after that, we have the entire skeleton complete. And we also got to get the bottom luggage part. But other than that, we are good. So, see you YouTube timeline.
Okay, so there's gonna be an echo. I'm not sure how well you can see me. But we've got this thing tacked together. It's all completely fit up and tacked out. So now I can pull it out of the truck. And this is to kind of give you an idea how much room's in here. This is my fan cover. So I have a fantastic fan right up there. I've got to modify that hole a little bit, but if I'm setting down, I've got plenty of headroom for, even if I'm on a mattress, I've got plenty of headroom if you're setting up, reading a book, whatever. Laying down, I'm 6 foot tall. Oh. Now, my foot's over the, so my head's not touching here. And then, I don't know how much you can see, but if I tippy toe as much as I can, I still can't touch the door. So, if you're 6'5", you may be sleeping diagonal. I don't know. But I'm really happy with the way everything's turning out. I may have to move that support bar right there because I wasn't thinking about the fan whenever I put it up, whenever I determined where it would go. I just knew I wanted it towards the end of the bed, and when I put it on, there's not enough room for the trim ring. Luckily, I only have to cut that tack, cut that tack, cut that tack, and I think one back there. And then I can move that. So that's not a big deal at all. Not worried about that. So, anyways, I'm really excited. I had a window in it earlier. You'll see that in part of the video, but I guess I can quit playing in here for today and go in. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way everything turned out so far. Alright, peace out guys. I am going to crawl out of this thing and be done. That took the better part of 2 days. I think I worked on it 6 hours yesterday, and I probably worked on it 5 hours today to get it all fit up and tacked together. Not too bad. So, we've got the camper all tacked up.
Yes, we got 29 seconds.
We don't have very much footage left or room on my phone, but we've got the camper all tacked up. We've got the extruded aluminum in place. That's gonna wrap this video up.
It's gonna be for sale.
On the next video, not this one, maybe this one, but I doubt it. On the next video, we're gonna start insulating and wiring. Check it out.